Hello and welcome to Super Great Kids Stories, wise tales from around the world which will make you laugh and sometimes cry. Recommended for ages 5 to 105. I'm Kim and I love stories. Hello Super Great Kids, and how are you? We've got another Anansi trickster story for you this week, and it's got a little rhyme in it. I love rhymes. Today's trickster story is told by Emily Hennessey. It's dedicated to Scarlett, who is 10, and Ash, who is 5, from Cheltenham in the UK. This story is from West Africa and Jamaica. Jamaica is a beautiful mountainous island country in the Caribbean Sea. More than 90% of the people in Jamaica are of African descent, but people have also come there from countries like India, China, Germany and Syria to find work on the island. Jamaica's motto is "Out of many, one people." And two famous Jamaicans include the sprinter Usain Bolt and the reggae musician Bob Marley. I wonder how many Anansi stories you can think of while we have a quick word with the grown-ups. Hello, Super Great Kids, I'm back. How many Anansi stories could you remember? There's Anansi and the tree with the face, Anansi and the drum of common sense, Anansi and the chest of stories, Anansi and the hot pepper soup, Anansi and the tiger, and Anansi and the magic pot, and today's story is Anansi and Turtle. And now it's time for our story. Are you sitting comfortably? Am I sitting comfortably? Then here's our storyteller, Emily Hennessey. As they say in the Caribbean, mouth open, and you say, story, jump, out. Here it comes, here it comes.
Deep down in the dark, murky depths of the river lived Turtle. Turtle spent his days watching the fish swimming this way and swimming that way and swimming this way and swimming that way, and Turtle was bored. It was time for an adventure. And so Turtle heaved himself out of the river onto the riverbank, and the sun was shining. Turtle, turtle, plod along, turtle, turtle, all day long. Turtle, turtle, plod along, turtle, turtle, all day long. He walked and he walked and he walked and he walked, following the river as it led him deep into the forest. And by the time he got there, he was tired. He was hungry. But there was a smell. Oh, a good smell. Oh, a delicious smell. And he followed this smell deeper into the forest until he came to Anansi's house. Anansi the spider. Anansi the trickster. Turtle knocked on Anansi's door, and Anansi came to answer it. "Oh, hello, Anansi. I'm sorry to bother you, but I've been walking such a long way and I'm so hungry, and it smells like I might have arrived just in time for dinner." "Oh, of course, Turtle. You are welcome here," said Anansi. "Come on in and sit down." Do you think that Anansi the spider really wanted to share his food with a great big hungry turtle? Well, let's see. Turtle sat at the table and saw that it was covered in a feast. Oh, there was fly pie, fly spaghetti bolognese, fly cake, fly juice, fly salad, fly everything. Turtle took himself a great big slice of fly pizza onto his plate. He was so hungry his belly rumbled and grumbled. With his flipper, he lifted up the pizza and opened his mouth wide and was just about to eat when Anansi the spider cried out, "Turtle, stop! Look at your flippers. They are filthy. Didn't your mother teach you to wash your flippers before coming for dinner? How rude! Go down to the stream and wash them." Turtle put down the pizza. He saw that his flippers were indeed really quite dirty from all that walking, and so he climbed down from the table, and off he went. Turtle, turtle, plod along, turtle, turtle, all day long. Down to the stream, and a wash, 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 a wash, 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 a wash, 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 a wash, wash, wash. Ah, there we go. Nice, clean flippers. Back he went. Turtle, turtle, plod along, turtle, turtle, all day long. And he sat down at the table once again, but saw that his plate was completely empty. Never mind. There was a great big slice of fly pie waiting for him, and he lifted it up with his flipper. He was just about to eat. His belly rumbled and grumbled when Anansi the spider cried out, "Turtle, stop! Look at your flippers. I told you to wash them, but they are filthy. Go down to the stream and wash them." Turtle put down the fly pie, looked at his flippers, and they were dirty again. So he climbed down from the table, and off he went. Turtle, turtle, plod along, turtle, turtle, all day long. A wash, 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 a wash, wash, wash. That'll do. A turtle, turtle, plod along, turtle, turtle, all day long. He sat down at the table, took his plate, and saw that it was, that's right, completely empty. In fact, most of the food on the table had disappeared. All that was left, in fact, was a little slice of fly cake. And so he took the fly cake, lovely fly wings and fly eyeballs scattered on top. Oh, this would be delicious. And with his flipper, he lifted it up, and he was just about to eat. His belly rumbled and grumbled when Spider cried out, "Turtle, stop! Look at your flippers, they are filthy. Go down to the stream and wash them." Turtle put down the cake, looked at his flippers. They were really dirty again. He climbed down from the table and thought, "Well, this is no good. How am I going to get to the stream and back without getting my flippers dirty? I walk on all four of them, of course." I know. Recently, Turtle had been watching the Olympics, and he had seen the 100-metre sprint, and it looked as though those runners barely touched the ground. They seemed to fly as they went. And so Turtle thought, right, I am going to have my very own Turtle Olympics. I am going to run so fast my flippers don't even touch the mucky ground down to the stream and back. So, are you ready? Okay, on your marks, get set. Go. Turtle, turtle, plod along. Turtle, turtle, all day long. Wash, 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 wash. Ready? Okay. Turtle, turtle, plod along. Turtle, turtle, all day long. He sat down at the table, took the plate, and that's right. Completely empty. Not a single scrap of food left on that table. Who do you think had gobbled it all up? Anansi the spider. And there he sat with his great big belly and went burp. Turtle realised that Anansi had played a trick on him. And Turtle was fed up, because Anansi was always playing tricks on all of the animals, and nobody ever played a trick on Anansi. And so Turtle thought, I think it's about time that somebody got their own back, and that is going to be me. "Oh, Anansi, thank you so much for inviting me to share your dinner. I'm sure it would have been delicious. As a way of saying thank you, why don't you come to my house for tea tomorrow?" "I will, thanks," said Anansi. And so Turtle slowly made his way back home. And the next day, Anansi found his way to the riverbank, peered down into the water, and sure enough, there was Turtle. He had laid out on a great big stone a huge fish feast. Fish and chips and fish stew and fish pie and the fingers of fish, of course, fish fingers, and fish salad and fish juice, and everything was there, and Anansi was hungry. And so he jumped into the water. A 1, a 2, a 3, a wee splash! A blub, 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 blub. Down to the riverbed he sank. But then, blub, 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 he floated all the way back up to the top again. He climbed out onto the riverbank. This is no good. I need to be down there, not up here. Okay, a 1, a 2, a 3, a wee splash! All the way back up to the top again. Spiders are small, spiders are light, spiders float. But Spider was wearing his coat, and that coat had great big pockets. And all around him on the ground there were rocks and stones, and so he picked these up and he filled his coat pockets until he was so weighed down he could barely walk. He made his way, great effort, to the edge of the river, and a 1, a 2, a 3, a wee splash! It worked. He sank all the way to the bottom, and there he stayed. He heaved himself over to the table. Fish finger sandwich. He opened up his mouth. He was just about to eat when Turtle, watching him carefully, said, "Anansi, stop. You seem to be wearing your coat at the dinner table. You better take it off." And so Anansi reluctantly undid the buttons of his coat, took off the coat as Turtle had asked him to do, and the coat stayed on the riverbed, and little Anansi went blub, 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 all the way up to the surface of the river. Once again he climbed out, coughing and spluttering and soaking wet, and shook himself dry and gazed back down into the river, and there was Turtle, eating the last bit of food, looking up at Anansi and smiling and waving. And Anansi the spider realised that for the first time in his life he had been tricked. And that is why, to this very day, turtles and spiders are no longer friends. I know that for a fact. Tell me, who here has seen a spider? Exactly. Of course you have. But have you ever seen a turtle next to that spider having a nice friendly chat? No. Of course you haven't. There we go. No longer friends.
Thanks to Emily Hennessey for that story. Poor old turtle. Did you join in with the rhyme? Turtle, turtle, plod along. Turtle, turtle, all day long. Anansi's not very good at sharing, is he? I'm not surprised Turtle and Anansi are no longer friends. Who wants to be friends with someone who can't even share a little bit of food with them? Hopefully, one day Anansi will learn his lesson. It's time now for me to dig deep into my bag of happies and say some thank yous. First, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all our subscribers. You are helping us to keep making this podcast. So thanks to all our Patreon and Apple subscribers. Hello to new Patreon subscriber Laura. And hello to Apple subscriber Tallulah, who is from Berkeley in California and living in Barcelona in Spain. Tallulah, we'd love to see you in London, but if not, we're going to be filming the show for subscribers. So hang in there, one way or another, you'll get to see us performing our stories. If you're an Apple subscriber and would like a mention, do let us know. And thanks very much for your generous donation on Ko-fi to Mila and Yana, who love listening to super great kids stories while on long car journeys. Their mum is from Serbia, where there are lots of good stories. If you'd like to give a one-off donation of any amount on Ko-fi, Or subscribe to our podcast on Patreon and get to be a member of our Owlets Club and bonus stories, early access and advert-free, then go to our website on supergreatkidsstories.com. Or to subscribe on Apple and get all of those benefits, including joining the Owlets Club, then go to Apple Podcasts. If you're an Apple subscriber and would like to join our Owlets Club to get word searches and storytelling tips and book recommendations, just send us a message and we'll tell you how to join. And lots of you have been sending us super kind reviews on Apple Podcasts. Thanks very much to Etta, who is 9 from the UK, who gave us a super great review on Apple Podcasts. Etta says she'll still be listening to our storytellers when she is 105. Good for you, Etta. And thanks too for a very thoughtful review to Kabir, who is 10 from the US. And to Leo, who is 9, and his brother Henry, who is 11, who enjoy listening to our stories before bed. I hope they're not too scary just before sleep, Leo and Henry. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Now, you've all been drawing and sending just amazingly skillful pictures of our stories to share on our Facebook page. So, here's some thank yous to super great kids who've sent in pictures recently. Thanks to Anya, who is 9, Zoe, who is 7, and Lyris, who is 3, from Laurel in Maryland, who have sent in some splendid pictures of Water Mama, the Golden Bowl, and Loki the Trickster. Thanks so much for these. Anya, I love the way your Water Mama is sitting on the rock with her back to the harbour wall and looking out to sea. And Zoe, what a great drawing of the king sitting up in his bed, smiling at his golden bowl with the box it arrived in just next to him. Lovely. And Lyris, thank you for your picture of Loki the Trickster. Your picture of Loki makes him look very tricksterish with his cheeky smile. He's very good at being a trickster and changing into a horse or a woman to trick people, isn't he? Thank you for sharing all your drawings with us. And 5-year-old Poppy has been inspired by Baba Yaga, the Russian witch. Thanks so much, Poppy. I really like the way you've created Baba Yaga's home with little hooks for everything, including her hat. I also like her chandelier and the black goose who's looking in at the window while Baba Yaga weaves. Everyone looks very happy in your drawing, Poppy. Maybe Baba Yaga is happiest when she's weaving instead of trying to catch children. And Isabel, who is 6, has sent some very imaginative pictures of Baba Yaga and Vasilisa the Beautiful. Just lovely. I really like your Baba Yaga sitting on a broom with her hair flying out behind her and Vasilisa holding her little doll walking away. Pleased to have escaped the hungry witch. You captured the story really well. Thank you, Isabel. And Ash, who is 5, and Scarlett, who is 10, have been on holiday this summer, driving from the UK all the way to Germany. Ash has drawn a beautiful picture of the 3 Little Pigs story while on holiday. I love the round low house of sticks and the middle pig so carefully drawn with his little trotters and stubby legs and dapper blue jacket. Great writing too, Ash. Thanks very much for sharing this. And Phineas, who is 6, has sent an imaginative picture of Baba Yaga and her black goose from the story Baba Yaga's Breakfast. I love the arrows you've drawn to show the direction that the girl is throwing things. And the big lake that's opening up as a result of her throwing the silver shell over her shoulder. And it's clever that you've added in the black goose being thrown over the girl's shoulder too. That's what I'd want to do if one of Baba Yaga's black geese was chasing me. It's a super great picture. Thank you, Phineas. And siblings Imogen, who is 5, and Artie, who is 10, from London, have got together to make a lovely picture of how the birds got their colours from our colouring book. I like the way you've separated the earth and the sky using contrasting colours, and also the way you've given the bird the same colours as the rainbow snake. It's super great. Thank you. And if any of you want to get our colouring book, you can find it on Amazon.com. And 5-year-old Leland from Nova Scotia in Canada has drawn a wonderful picture of Baba Yaga chasing a child through the woods. Leland, I love all the pine trees and the swirling sky and the way Baba Yaga has got her arms out, and that the child running below has also got its arms out. A lovely picture. Baba Yaga is quite scary, isn't she? Thank you for sharing this. And siblings from New Jersey, Violet, who is 7, and Grayson, who is 9, have drawn lovely pictures of Nora and the ackee fruit. Grayson, I particularly like Nora's grumpy face and the basket full of ackee fruit on her head. And Violet, I like the way you put a bow in Nora's hair and the ripe ackee fruit in the tree and the little sparkly bits in the sky, which make it all look a little bit magical. And the very energetic water swirling all around Nora. Thank you very much for sharing them. And Madeline from Suffolk has drawn a great picture of the parrot and the cat. Just lovely, Madeline. That cat is so greedy, isn't he? Imagine eating one of your friends. I'm glad it ended happily, at least for the parrot. I love the expressions on your cat's faces. And last week, I said hello to 6-year-old Hunter in Alberta in Canada. His favourite story is The Blind Man and the Hunter, but I wanted to add a hello to Hunter's sister Aya, who is 5. Her favourite story is Why Crocodiles Sleep with Their Mouths Open. Good choice, Aya. And hello to your brother Finley, who is 4 and loves the story Why the Sky is So High Up and Far Away. I love that story too, Finley. It's very clever. Wouldn't it be lovely if we could just reach up and eat some bits of sky? And last but not least, hello to 4.5-year-old Vedant, who is from Coventry in the UK and whose favourite stories are Baba Yaga and Coyote. That's it for this week. If you'd like to see these pictures, they're all on our Facebook page at facebook.com/supergreatkidsstories. Thanks to all our subscribers for making this episode possible. And if you're a subscriber and in the Owlets Club, I hope you're enjoying the word searches and the little storytelling tips. Oh, and if you're in the UK, remember our live show at the Irish Centre in Hammersmith in London on October the 9th. We're really looking forward to seeing you all. I'll see you soon. This podcast was produced at Wardour Studios in London.